Hello friends, my name is Nick and today we're going to start the fabulous process of growing lychee trees from lychee fruits. So let's not waste any time, let's just go ahead and get started with this project. So here we have a couple of lychee fruits. These are absolutely delicious. Of course, to get inside and get to the seed, we are going to have to enjoy these. So I'm just going to break it open like I would a typical lychee fruit and peel it open. And they look kind of like weird grapes, and they taste like a more tropical grape. And we'll just peel off the flesh. Enjoy that. It's delicious. And expose the pit. We can remove any flesh away from the pit here and kind of remove a little bit of what's left against there. And then I'm just going to take it. And I have a cup of water right here, which has some more lychee pits in it, and I'm just going to drop it in there, just for right now. It's not really necessary. I just have some lychee pits from yesterday that I just have sitting in water so that they stay fresh. Go ahead and eat this. So good. Get a couple more pits. Sometimes I'll just usually throw these in my mouth and just chew on them and peel off the flesh with my teeth as I'm eating it, but for the sake of showing you the pits, this one looks a little small. I don't know if this one's going to be worth growing, but we'll still try. But it does definitely look not nearly as good as these other pits here. Let me just dig one out. So yeah, this one doesn't look as promising as this one right here. So, and it's split. So this is going to be a no-go right here. But we might have one more in here. Yeah, this pit looks fine. Once again, just clean off any bits of the lychee and still if it likes to stick into this spot right here. So that's why I'm really cleaning it off. Put in our water and pop these in our mouth. This is definitely new to me. I have personally never tried this before, but I figured let's try growing lychees. I just bought a little pint of them or whatever it is at the store the other day. They usually become available in the summer months. I guess that's when they are in season. And it just sounds like a fun plant to grow. I love growing exotic fruits. So I just have a pot of soil here. We're gonna go straight for the jugular today. I'm not really gonna do any like steps like I do when I germinate the seeds, like in a paper towel or whatnot. So let's just get this soil right here. I'm just gonna use these snippers right here just to make a little hole. Let's grab one of our seeds. And I believe we're going to want to do this with this part. Sorry, I know it keeps getting out of focus. They're small and hard to see. This part on the lower side. So we're going to put it down that way so that this bottom, the part that looks like the bottom, is going to be at the top. That's typically how it works with seeds. So let's get that in there. Perfect. Let's make another little hole. Get another seed. Face down inside there. Perfect. Let's do 4 seeds in here. This isn't a very large container. I just don't know. Like I said, I'm not really aware of how this goes, but these could always just be planted into a larger container after they germinate if it's too small. And one more. Wonderful. So I have this here. I'm just going to put these aside. I'll put them in another planter later on. But now I'm just going to take this over to the sink and I'm going to give it a really good water. Here we are. And now, just like every other time, I got my Ziploc bag handy. Let's put this guy inside here. Oops, sorry for that bump right there. And we'll close it. So it's the middle of June right now, so we are, entering the summer months. Sorry, I'm sure that crinkling doesn't sound great. We're entering the summer months, so I imagine it's probably going to take a couple of weeks, probably a full month. So I will probably check back in with you guys in the middle of July to see how things are going. So fingers crossed. It has been about 3 weeks. It's July 5th, and we started this project on June 15th. You can see that there is some action going on only in the left planter. That one is just a couple inches closer to the light from the way I have the bag positioned, so I'm wondering if that has anything to do with it. There's nothing going on the right side right now. Let's just go on and pull this out. So you can see, not gonna focus that well today. So there are 3 little plantlets coming out. They have these tiny, tiny little leaves on them that are just starting to appear. So I feel like in a couple more weeks, these are probably going to start really taking their shape. Hello, Muffin. You can see her paw. These are really starting to grow. They're germinating, let's say. It's going to take some time, but I think it's really neat. Not often just really put a seed in soil and had anything happen, which is the case for these ones over here. I feel like I said, these are probably just a little bit behind the other ones just because they're not getting as much light, but I feel like they will be looking like the other ones in probably just a week or so. So we'll hang on to them. No use in getting rid of them yet. Also, some seeds might just take longer to germinate. Maybe I got lucky and the 3, or I don't know how many, maybe there's 2 things coming off of that one seed it might look like. But anyway, I don't remember how many seeds are in there, but it could be that I just got more active seeds in the one and I just got lucky, but we will see. But from here on out, I think we're just gonna wait another couple weeks and check in then. So I will see you then. All right, it's only been about a week maximum since we last checked in on the lychees. You can see there's a bunch of sprouts going on in the pot that didn't have any sprouts before. You can see that these ones are getting pretty developed. So I carefully reach in and pull them out so we can just see what's going on. So these are looking like this plant was last time we checked in, even though there's some leaves coming up. We also have a muffin coming in hot. Come over here, sweet pea. Come say hello. Come on. Come say hello. Oh, she's so sweet. Oh, she's so curious. She's so curious. She's just rubbing against the lychees. Don't break them, sweet pea. So yeah, these leaves are growing a decent amount. Come on, sweet pea. Let's be nice to the lychees. These have grown a decent amount, still not fully, grown. I feel like they're gonna turn green. I've never seen a lychee tree. I literally did no research on what lychee trees look like. So I literally have no idea. But these are growing exponentially. Can you see how they all have, these little branches going on? I don't know if this is like the petiole right here. I guess it's the petiole or like the stem in between the leaves, but wow, this muffin. I'm afraid he's gonna snap them or something. But yeah, this is really exciting. I don't know what was so different about these conditions than these that maybe got it to perform a little bit better. Maybe this had a little bit more light. Maybe it had less light to germinate. I don't know exactly the science. I should have been paying a little bit more closer attention, but something was different. Maybe it's the pot size. I don't know. It's barely a difference. This is like a 3.5-inch planter, and this is a 4-inch planter right here. So really not that big of a difference. But yeah, these are growing pretty fast, so I don't know if I'm going to be checking in just a week or a couple of days or maybe a month, but I have a feeling it'll probably only be about a week from now because I want to see what this looks like once it's completely developed. So I will see you then. It is August 15th, and we're going to do our final check-in with the lychee seedlings. I think it's been about 2 months. I would like to extend this project a little bit further, but admittedly, my brother and his family are coming to visit tomorrow, and I think I'm going to send them home with one of these lychees, as well as a couple other plants. But I wanted to at least, do a final check-in while I still have the 2 of them together. I think I'm going to keep the one that looks a little bit nicer. This one, randomly, you can see these new leaves right here. One of the other seeds in the pot, I guess, just really was taking its time, and it did continue to, or start to germinate after my last update that I did, and it's grown all this since then. So it's really making this one on the right look a lot fuller, since there are 4 plants in here instead of this one right here that only has 3 plants right here. But this is a lot more than I expected in 2 months of growth. Like, this is like a 4-inch pot of a plant right here. Like, you could sell that. You shouldn't. I mean, you could, but that's not my intent. Anyway, it's looking really good. I'm really excited to watch these grow. I'm starting to see, like right here, you can see there's something going on. Maybe a new branch is starting to come out. These all only have their initial leaves that they grew, like these 2 sets of 2 leaves. So I think as this continues to grow, these are probably going to have more leaves per plant. We'll see how it goes, but it's just been a really fun project. It's been very rewarding. Here comes Muffin to come say her goodbye to the left lychee. But yeah, a lot of fun, a great project. Will these produce fruit? Technically, maybe in many years, but that's not the goal of this. The goal is really just being able to enjoy watching something grow from literally nothing and turning what would normally be garbage into a live plant that we can either enjoy ornamentally in our home or grow for the fruit possibly many years from now. Anyway, I think that's where I'm going to cut up this project today. Thank you so much for joining me. This one has been a fun one. I really enjoy doing these little fruit projects. Hopefully my air conditioning isn't too loud and blowing into the microphone. But thank you again for joining. If you don't already, you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok at phillyfoliage. Subscribe to my Patreon. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I will see you guys in my next video. Have a great time.